This is Frankie McDonald. You're watching the Hot Water Show.
Come on, блядь, не надо нахуй. Не дай, блядь, не дай, не дай, блядь.
This girl is on fire. This girl is on fire.
Не дай, блядь, не дай, не дай.
She's walking on fire. This girl is on fire.
Hey, welcome to World War III. And by the way, great news. I guess COVID's all done. COVID's all done. I woke up today, and with people in the studio, I woke up today to a text message from Aaron Berg, who I think is doing better because he's getting feisty again. I fucking love the guy. And he said, I will come back to work if you admit you were wrong about COVID. So I had to go through my mind. It took me a while to think what I was wrong about. I remember a while ago when I said get Omicron because it's just like the vaccine. I was wrong. It's better than the vaccine. Was that it, Aaron? I thought. And then I said, oh, no. I remember a couple months ago when I said intermittent fasting puts you in ketosis, which helps prevent COVID, because when COVID replicates like any virus, it coats itself in sugar. But when you're in ketosis, there's no sugar for it to replicate itself. But I was wrong about that because to be completely correct, I would say this, and pay attention if you got vaccinated. When your body is in the final stage of intermittent fasting, autophagy, it folds like the fucking government and CDC just did. It folds dead cells into new healthy ones, which will help you get rid of the spike protein you just put in your fucking system. So I guess I might have been wrong about that. I suppose. And I suppose I was wrong when I said COVID is the flu with a better publicist, because guess what's back? The flu is actually the flu now because they brought it back after 2 years. But what I must have been wrong about, according to Aaron, was that apparently I said, you're going to have to get a booster or you won't be fully vaccinated. But if you go back and watch the show, what I actually said was, how will you feel when they say you have to get the booster to be fully vaccinated? To which my fucking heroic friend Aaron said, I will not be getting the booster. And he did not. But we all know that Aaron's not a sheep, which is why fucking after getting the shot for his parents who finally came to see him, he refused to get the booster. But every dumb person in America said, let me stay ahead of the curve. Let me stay ahead of the curve. And like an obedient fucking COCKSUCKER citizen, let me get the booster first so I can be helping. Like when I post, I stand with Ukraine. Really? Do you stand with Ukraine? Because their leader's the biggest piece of shit not named Putin or Biden. Okay? And I got my information from a little woman. Well, don't take my word for it. Let's go to our fucking correspondent who is born and raised in the fucking Montenegro area and can tell us all about it. No, come sit down, Luby. Come here. Come here. How hot is this chick?
Boo!
You know,
Boo.
This is going to be a very unpopular opinion.
how's it going to be unpopular? Now, Luby, you lived this, correct?
Yes.
Now, I did say wear something that made you look more like a French hooker, but this will have to do. And by the way, Aaron Berg, Aaron Berg, can you, because Aaron, do we have any idea? You look good.
Do the French hooker line.
Yeah.
Again.
French hooker. Aaron, you look great. I woke up to this is why I'm in such a great mood. I woke up to a feisty Aaron. I call him up and he's yelling at me. I'm like, and he yelled at me yesterday about fucking staying home. My abacus. Look at Aaron. He's going to be back soon. I love this guy. Aaron, you look great. Go on, what?
Before you get to Luby, A, thank you for calling me very brave. I do appreciate that.
You are.
B, you were right about so many things.
Yes.
You did at one point say, soon you're going to need the booster or you won't be considered vaccinated.
And
it's a very small thing, but I'll
Aaron,
take my victory where I can.
I'm so happy to be wrong because you couldn't wait to call me. You couldn't wait to call me.
And I was the guy that told you the mandate had been dropped. You woke up, you didn't even know.
And by the way, and we'll get to you. You know what I spent the morning doing? Fucking,
You were fucking the whole morning?
No, next week. There's an article in the Epoch Times. It's like, and I mentioned it. It's like, here's how to get rid of the spike protein, whether you got vaccinated like Aaron or COVID like me. And I sent it to all the fucking people that,
I need the cayenne pepper. The fans told me I put the peppers in either my penis hole or in my eyes, and then I just cry.
That's bad. They're not, to quote my mother, they're not your friends, Aaron. They're not your friends.
I think they're my friends. One of them is named Atticus Finch.
We'll get to some Twitter people. But again, Aaron looks great. He'll be back soon. I have a very good feeling.
And I'd also like to say this. I went out to look at new trucks today because my Mercedes was broken because Luby never gave me a blowjob.
You started him on the path of poor motor vehicles.
I apologize. Aaron, I'll blow you if you come back. We miss you. This is really.
That's one way to get. That's one way to get the spike protein into your system.
We truly miss you.
I have another question.
Please.
Someone told me the vaccine's no longer in my system because it was a year ago. Is that true?
I told you that.
Yes, it could be.
So hopefully,
no.
Good.
Only Perez told me today.
Somebody intelligent, I hope. I knew you were because I'm like, after about, when did you get the vax?
Almost a year ago, but then you tell me why I went to the hospital the other day and it wasn't AIDS.
Tell me why.
Oh, well, I didn't want to say it. Yeah, I don't, because it's all horse shit. And
so do you think it stays in your body more than a year, or do you think it's gone after a year?
I think it won't stay in your body long. So you could be selling cum in mason jars. If you're healthy, like I said, I sent that, you know what?
But I'm not. I almost died last Sunday.
And you're willing to, now you're starting to think if it was the J&J vaccine. I'm not going to lie to you. I spent the weekend Googling blood clots in the J&J vaccine. Aaron, no, we're not. Aaron, we're not doing that. We're not. Are you winking at Luby for another blowjob in a car?
What? What am I doing? I'm not doing anything. I got
never know if they're twitching or dying.
I did my part.
Or flirting.
I did my part. I did my part. I did my part.
Did you?
I did my part. I did my part.
Is the screen?
I did my part.
Is the screen frozen again?
Oh.
I may have sent that article to your wife as well, vindictively, but I love her. I love her.
Which one?
The how to get the spike protein out of your system if you've had COVID like me,
if
or
I
the
die,
vaccine like you.
You're both going to be so broke. Now, my next question is, so now you're taking.
Ooh, yay! I'm back. Welcome, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the In Hot Water Show. Here's your host, Eugene Bisconte.
Happy fucking Monday. Ladies and gentlemen, obviously it wouldn't be a Monday if, sometimes it's a Tuesday because I'm slow to get it up, but it was a very lazy weekend with the weather. So I was actually proactive enough to put the In Hot Water page, the $10 bonus classic In Hot Water up. And I was talking about this on my locals yesterday. Because for the longest time, I was trying to put up some semblance of an early on order. I'm like, why am I just not putting the greatest hits? Now, I will say, if you watched this episode, if you're a $10 member, you also got to see not just me taking a victory lap. And the reason I showed you that was obviously because you could see the cracks were starting with Aaron. And again, I'm going to walk you through some stuff. We might dabble a little bit today. Obviously, I'm going to shit on Trevor Noah because he's a piece of shit. And I'm going to wonder how a guy could be right about everything, but yet I'm on the outside looking in while all these sellout, cock-sucking faggots, Keanu's words, not mine.
Whoa. That is not true.
Yeah. I mean, Trevor Noah, if you don't this is while they're trying to push racism, Trevor Noah is succeeding because he's black and good looking and everything people complain about. He's black. He's a foreigner.
Me. I didn't mean to be on me.
Oh, hi.
Sorry.
He's Aboriginal, which is the only original thing about his awful hack comedy. And he's doing so well. It goes all the way back to when Michelle Obama said, when my husband was elected, it was the first time I was proud to be an American. Yo, dude, then go back to fucking Africa, Michelle, where you're not from, because you've been a millionaire your whole fucking life. Jesus Christ, a millionaire. Get to that. But again, you can see the cracks forming and this is literally in, I believe, early, I have the date of it. When was it? I think it was early February of Escape. I'll never say that right again. I'm sorry, but I won't. It was, I could have sworn I put the fucking date for it. It was literally what? Oh, no, it's dated February 1st. It was literally 4 years ago. Okay, it was February of 2022. And you can see Aaron's still not back. And he's getting all feisty because everything I told him happened. So again, not even going to get into that. But someday people will go back and watch in Hot Water and Order and just say, I don't see. And you'd have to see the Gum Friday when Aaron was screaming about me screaming the N-word at the starboard to open the show like I did 5 straight years. whatever. Why am I showing you that? Because again, why don't I just show the best of in the $10 bonus, which is why this one, if you watch the whole episode, you get through that, well, then you get to see a little something called Stanley's Pickles. Oh my God. Remember Stanley's Pickles, people?
I'm checking my pressure after the show to see if laughter is the best medicine.
It really is. It really is. You'll see. All right, Stanley, my concern is this. You don't know what you're doing, and day by day, you're ruining your... How much did you shell out for fucking jars that say sometimes fresh and almost famous? About how much time?
Each jar is $1.09.
All right, and you could have also seen the return of the goldfish.
Happy birthday to you.
Hey, goldfish guy, what's your name again?
Peter.
Hey, Peter, do you know my friend Frankie does a great Kevin Brennan impersonation?
I'd love to hear it.
Frankie, can you do that Kevin Brennan impersonation?
Earthquake warning from California.
What?
It's going to bring 9.
We got to get rid of... Look, we got to get rid of this guy.
It's so far September 20th. The earthquake will be so powerful. California. May destroy lots of houses. May destroy a bunch of temples.
I have no idea. I have no idea what he was doing at that point. I really don't. He's got to go. He's got to go. Jesus.
Who are you?
The catchphrase that made the goldfish famous. Who are you? So, why was I showing you that again? To obviously shill for the page, shill for the Patreon page. Shout out to all the good guys that are on it. That was the $10 bonus this month. But again, I was watching, I was looking at it. I'm like, wow, we really were spot on with a lot of stuff. Now, that said, let's talk about what happened over the weekend. Let's talk about how we were all, anyone with a brain was right about the Epstein files. They've been released, and I don't know if you watch Keanu's show, Kevin Brennan and Dave Attell are on the Epstein files.
Boy, I knew they would be.
Yeah.
I knew that Kevin Brennan would be in those Epstein files.
Yeah, they're in the Epstein files again.
Everyone denied me because you cannot ride your bicycle to an island. But he's in them. You cannot ride your bicycle to an island.
So can you explain to me why we should take the Epstein files seriously? And I think there's a page where you can type in anyone's name to see if they're on it. Why we should take the Epstein files seriously when in 2007, the first time he was arrested, he got a sweetheart deal where he literally was in a jail he could leave for 17 months. And like he can't be tried again for a shit ton of stuff because he's dead. Sure, he's dead. Sure, he's dead. Okay.
Wait.
And by the way, sure he's dead. And Pat Dixon's picture was photoshopped. We're gonna dabble a little today because it's amazing how everything I told you I was right about, which is why I'm gonna point something else out that I was right about, and that really is that that Bob Levy is a sellout, that Chad Zumock is a drunk fucking liar, and Kevin Brennan's a miserable prick, and I love him for being authentic. Is that fair? Is that fair?
Sure.
And we'll get to that.
Are you saying that we shouldn't take them seriously?
What's that?
Are you saying we shouldn't take the Epstein files
To put it more clearly, you shouldn't take
Breerly.
To put it Breerly, thank you. And I think you'll agree, and thank you for making me clarify. If you seriously think anyone is going to get arrested, if you seriously think they're going to be, if you seriously think they're going to be like, oh, they showed Bill Clinton in a hot tub with someone with black over their face, which means nothing because again, they showed Donald Trump with 6 black boxes, but they were white girls, over their faces. And when you remove the boxes, they're all 20, 21, 18, 19-year-old Hawaiian tropic models. But if you put a black box over their face, you just assume they're 7 years old. What's that, hon?
Well, how do you know that they're not underage?
Because they're Hawaiian tropic models, and you had to be a certain age because they filled out paperwork. You had to be a certain age, and they removed the picture and showed their faces, and they couldn't have removed the picture to show their faces if they weren't of age.
What about Creepo Musk saying he refused to go to the island, and then all of his emails are like, I'm looking for a party. I'm not looking for a relaxing time. Like,
right. Keanu. I heard about that too. But again, if you think that's true, great. If you think that's false, fine.
It's an email.
Yeah, Keanu.
Yeah.
There's also an email saying George Bush raped a child. So I guess he did?
No, I think that was just there's a difference between like the literal like receipt emails and I mean, I don't know. That sounds horrible, but Elon Musk went on Twitter and said, I refuse to go to the island. This is false. I think he was horrible. There's like email after email from Elon to Jeffrey going, you know, can me and Tallulah come? And is it going to be a party? And then Epstein says she might be, they call it the ratio. She might be a little bit uncomfortable with the ratio. And he's like, Tallulah's cool. She doesn't care. So why would he even say anything? He's just a creepo liar. And he obviously wanted to go party with some underage girls on that island. And that's what it looks like to me, at least in my opinion.
And Keanu, watch this. Sure. Do I think that's true? Watch this. Do I think Elon Musk had relations with any young underage people? No. Do I think that? What's that?
Why not?
Because I don't. Because you want to know why we know Trump didn't? Would you like to see this? CNN admitted this a month ago. Here we go. Let me just share this. But look at how much time you just spent saying all that, and I'm fine with it. I love it. But that's what they want us to do, Keanu. They want us to sit around like second guessing and not pay attention to what's going on in the world.
Let me correct myself.
I don't think you say anything wrong, but feel free, baby.
Let me correct myself. You're right. That email did say St. Bart's. However, does it matter that does it matter? He's
leave
still
that up
looking,
and keep talking. I'm sorry.
Does it matter? He was still looking. I mean, and there's a lot of like code words in those emails, right?
Oh, no. Pizzagate doesn't exist. Pizza doesn't mean children. Hot dog doesn't mean boy. I mean, that was
Grape
in
soda,
Keanu, watch this.
pizza.
That was in the letters too. And let me say one more thing, just so you don't think I'm saying you're wrong. You're never going to be wrong. You're never going to be right. But they dump. There's like, here's 3 million pages. And that's why I'll say for the billionth time, Donald Trump, in my opinion, when he said it was a hoax, it's like, it's a hoax, meaning it's a sham. No one's going to go to jail. I don't think Jeffrey Epstein said. I don't think Elon Musk had sex with children or wanted to, as Mr. Faversham pointed out. But they will fucking. And by the way, Keanu, I didn't scream, hey, stupid, see? No, this is supposed to confuse. It's supposed to distract. Wouldn't you agree? What were you going to say?
3 million pages of it.
Yes.
I say Kevin Brennan's in there.
That's the only. Honey, that's how about, baby, what's the only page you care about?
Kevin Brennan's page.
Me too. Honest to God. Like, I will say, I'm so glad they dumped 3 million pages, because how funny is it that fucking Kevin Brennan, that we can say for certainty, did Elon Musk have sex with a child? I don't think so. I can't prove him right, but I don't think so. Was Donald Trump ever on Epstein Island? No, he was not. Can I prove it? No.
Okay, well, let me ask. I'm just asking. I'm not.
Wait, let me do one last thing. And watch this. You can answer and take the camera. Was Kevin Brennan in the Epstein files, Keanu?
Yes, he was.
Without a doubt.
Yes,
you
was.
can't dispute that.
You cannot ride your bicycle to an island. So
wait, what is that? Did you put that comment up, or did I by accident?
You did it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Well, that's interesting too. But go on, baby. I'm sorry.
I don't know. Correct me if I'm wrong.
You're wrong. Did anyone send us whiskey yet? I'm dry here, people.
The right and I guess and the left, people begged for this to come out, and now we're going to, I understand that no one's going to be arrested, but there's damning shit in there. There is. Elon Musk, obviously, if you want to like turn a blind eye to like the phrase ratio.
Did you say turn a blind eye or turn a brown eye?
A Breer eye. Turn a Breer eye.
By the way,
Pete
Bisconte, great tweet today, big brother. Great tweet today. Go on, baby.
No,
if I want to turn a blind eye, go on, baby. I'm sorry.
For them to come out, and then you ignore like the clear signs of.
There's nothing clear about it. That's my whole point, hon.
I went on a deep dive of videos.
I went on a deep dive this weekend. Tell them, baby.
It's disturbing.
Baby, tell them I went on a deep dive.
Geno went on a deep dive.
Thank you. Right.
That's sex.
What did we do after those 3 minutes? We watched Mad Men and Breaking Bad. Wait, go on, deep dive.
Unless you're gonna look at them.
Sorry, were you having your morning White Claw on?
I'm having a sip of my.
Put it on me a sec. Look at her. Put it back on her.
Not anymore. Not after this.
You're so ugly, Keanu.
Shut up.
Look at her. Go on. What were you saying, deep diver?
How can I possibly gather a thought? you beg for them to come out and then you ignore the signs. If you're not willing to look into it and read them, then don't just be like, I don't think Elon did that. I mean, I think that's crazy, Geno.
What? You don't think what? You think what's
listening to
crazy?
you
By the
because you
way,
were
we'll take that
distracted.
answer off air. Pete, how was golfing today? Keanu, God damn it, sorry. Keanu, they win. Take that down or whatever. Gene was on Queer Eye for the Brown. Thank you. Keanu, they win when you're doing that. You're going on a deep dive when Keanu, do you think anyone's going to go to jail?
No.
Do you think Donald Trump, I'm going to ask you a question first. I'm going to show you something, then I'm going to ask you again. Do you think Donald Trump was ever on Epstein Island?
I did not hear that. No.
Okay, good. Do you think Donald Trump is in the Epstein files doing anything?
He's in there like 45 times. Yeah.
Okay, well, I'm going to show you a video, okay?
Okay, you show me.
And it's from CNN.
Okay.
And it's from people that hate Trump, okay? And it's literally, I didn't realize this, from a month ago. If you don't get, they had to admit everything Donald Trump has been saying. And you know, when I first brought this up, when our buddy Stuttering John, when I had beef with him, and I said, send me the link, because he does a political show with fucking ass-kissing people on the right, on the left, not to be confused with me and Pete doing our show every Friday where it's just stuff on the right.
A long time ago, you mean? Not.
Yeah, it was like a year ago.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and I said, and we were talking, it was when Biden was still in office, and he's like, Trump raped a girl. And so I did what, this is going to sound crazy if you're a liberal or a libertarian like my cousin Frank Lotes. So I researched it, and it said that Jeffrey Epstein brought a girl to Trump's place one time, and fucking she was underage, and he did nothing with her. And it says all that, and the bottom line is Trump said nothing went on. He never talked to him again. Trump was the most fucking complicit whenever fucking they were investigating Epstein. And even CNN had to fucking admit this. Okay, let's take a listen. Is it up? It's up, right?
The Journal is out with a new report describing the fallout between President Trump and Jeffrey Epstein. The Journal reports that a spa worker from Mar-a-Lago often made house calls to Jeffrey Epstein's home 2 miles away. But those house calls, quote, came to a halt in 2003 after an 18-year-old beautician returned to the club from a house call to Epstein and reported to managers that he had pressured her for sex. The HR manager faxed Trump a letter suggesting that the club ban Epstein, and Trump agreed, which does mirror the president's own public comments about why he cut ties with Epstein. The White House is responding to the Wall Street Journal.
The best you can say is it does mirror. Let's look at the year again. 2003. 2003. All right, let's go back to this dizzy lying broad who's fucking does mirror. Because God forbid, as a newscaster, you say, okay, so that's what Trump said.
Wall Street Journal writing, no matter how many times this story is told and retold, the truth remains President Trump did nothing wrong, and he kicked Jeffrey Epstein out of Mar-a-Lago for being a creep.
He cut ties with Jeffrey Epstein long before Epstein became a convicted sex offender. A lot of Democrats didn't, and it is corroborated by the Wall Street Journal tonight.
Yep. Okay. So if you still think, and this is why we've always said it's common sense. So if you think Trump 3 and he's like, this guy tried to fuck one of my underage, not 18-year-old staff, tried to fuck one of my staff, he can't come here. But now that he's flying people to an island to fuck kids, I'm all in. If you think that, then this is why people are winning. This is why when they say, Renee Good was murdered, you believe she was murdered. This is why when they say Alex Pritty was murdered when he was an innocent nurse, when more stories are coming out, not just that he broke his rib it was broken in a confrontation, not that he quit not that video where he kicked a car and damaged it, spit it, but that he quit his job and started following Antifa and was registered with a certain group that did all these. You don't believe that because you don't want to believe what common sense and a straight line of logic tell you. So now, Keanu, and don't get me wrong, now can you be pretty certain that if you had, and then we'll get to the Rumble rants. Is it rant or rants?
Rant.
Is it plural? Is it $3 or $4? Let's go to the rants and then I'll get back to it. Hold on. Thank you. Bob Fan of Trees. Hold on, let me check. Keanu is non-political unless there's a fresh new lefty rumor. Thank you.
All right, listen.
Here we go.
Not true.
Not
I
true.
don't think
Say it right, Keanu.
Not true. I don't think. I'm sorry. From what I saw, Elon Musk just straight up lied about about Epstein. Okay.
What's that, babe?
Why are we defending this nerd? Okay.
Who?
Elon Musk.
Keanu, I swear to God, I'm not defending him. Keanu, let me tell you something, my poor patient.
Not only nerd.
Keanu, if I disagreed with you, I think I would fire you again.
Yeah, fire me.
You know how I get. Like, Keanu, I'm saying I can't argue with that. You have to base your opinion on what cannot be disputed.
Now look at this. Bob says, sorry for Kiki bashing booze on the way.
I thought it was just
Bob, you could never bash me. It's not a lefty rumor. It's just from what I saw. It ain't good for anybody in there, except for Kevin Brennan, who was just performing at a comedy show, not riding his bike to the island.
What is good one, Bob? I'm missing the fun in the chat. Who is Aaron's new picture? Is this one of the fucking pedophiles we toast today, Aaron? I can't even keep track. So getting back to what I was saying, you have to connect stuff in a straight line. So what makes more sense, Keanu?
Am I lying or am I misinformed? I'm
Keanu, you're not lying at all. You're
genuinely asking. Like,
no.
if you tell me I'm wrong about
First of all, Mr. Faversham loves us, and anyone that loves us obviously loves you more. No, she's not lying, and she's not. We're all missing. Is the word misinformed, or is the word we'll just never know the truth? You know,
they dumped 3 million pages of this thing, so it would be impossible to fucking get through anyway. And I'm sure, but there's a lot of weird shit in there, like, thanks for the pizza and grape soda. It said over and over and over again.
Because pizza is code for pedophilia.
Right.
Hot dog, what is it? Hot dog is boys, ice cream is girls. Allegedly, but that was in the drop too. Right. They're giving everyone everything they want to fucking confuse them. That's why you have to use your logic. So I'm gonna ask you 2 things logically, Keanu. And honestly, I'm just asking you because and Mr. Faversham, she's not lying. She told you what she believes she read, and I'm like, yeah, that's the thing. Okay, Keanu suggests possibilities. Geno speaks as though he knows. No, I don't. Like, I don't know for sure. Watch this. I am certain of this. I am certain of the Wall Street Journal report that said exactly that. I am certain of an MSNBC, an MSNOW now. Article I read years ago when I brought that up with John, and they both said the same thing. I am sure that Donald Trump fucking found out that a girl at his place was underage, and he fucking said, don't come by Mar-a-Lago again. Fucking, I'm sure of the Wall Street Journal article, and I'm sure, knowing that, I would think it makes more sense that Donald Trump was never on Epstein Island, like he says, and I would also say it makes sense that he was never on Epstein Island because, again, what makes more sense? That all that's true, but he was on Epstein Island? Like, even though what I said earlier, oh, this guy's a creep, now I want to go fuck kids? Or does it make you question that the left had Ghislaine Maxwell on trial? The left literally trumped up 30 plus fucking fake felony charges. They changed the statute to make to allow this woman to press charges just to try and stop Donald Trump from getting in office. But they didn't. They had the Epstein files. They had access to them during the Ghislaine Maxwell trial, right? They had that. And if they wanted to fucking get rid of Trump, it would have been easy, because I will tell you who's never mentioned in them for certain: Kamala Harris and Joe Biden. So why wouldn't they leak it then? I ask you, what makes more sense? That they could have leaked stuff on Trump because he went to Epstein Island and they chose not to, and rather they changed the law that they knew wouldn't work? Or that fucking they had nothing and they didn't want to expose anything, but now they're doing it so that we can do this, Keanu, go over 3 million pages and say Epstein wanted a party and all this stuff. So again, smart ass Al's clang. I don't have the card on me. I'm not stating facts. I'm just saying that's what I have to believe, given my fucking logic. You
mean Elon wanted a party?
What did I say?
Epstein. Obviously.
Oh, Epstein wanted a party.
Obviously,
yeah, Elon, thank you.
Epstein wanted a party.
So again, this is all common sense. It's what I said to you. It goes all the way back to when we were talking about COVID. And I said, what makes more sense? That fucking, we existed 500 million years without the vaccine, but now we suddenly need it when the human body. What makes more sense? That fucking a girl I dated fucking now is 18 years later has a 17-year-old son, not mine. He's a good-looking kid. Looks just like his mother. Henry. That 17 years later, a woman that fucking literally had lupus and her fingers like don't curl right from the sickness. She had it so badly, and you have to take hydroxychloroquine every single day. Me knowing that, what makes more sense? That it kills people that are healthy for taking it 2 weeks, or that the government's lying? That's all. People, they don't want you to use your common sense. They want to jiggle car keys with sensationalism and distract us. And don't get me wrong, Dr. Ok's in here. Dude, if I read you some of the stuff he sends me, and I read it all, Dr. OK, I love you, Cord. You're the man. Like, there's incredible, insane shit on there.
Even Epstein, and I didn't even realize, remember, I thought Jeffrey Epstein was Jeffrey Gurian.
I will never tire of that story. Jeffrey Gurian, same birthday as me, one of the sweetest men alive. When they said Jeffrey Epstein.
I'll tell them.
Please, honey, go. I'm sorry.
I woke up and somebody said Jeffrey Epstein killed himself. And I went, and I, for some reason, thought Jeffrey Gurian. And I went, he killed himself. He seemed so happy. I'm like, how did he do it? He hung himself in prison. I went, he was in prison? For what? He seemed like such. I went the entire day thinking that. Not a clue.
By the way, shout out just.
What I was going to say is Jeffrey Epstein, sex offender, was charged for it in what was it, 2008? He just got like house arrest.
Yeah.
And then he just got out and continued.
He was
like, let me have an island now for my awfulness. Yeah.
And sorry to interrupt. And then he got, Peter has told me countless times, and it's literally like, I don't want to waste my brain power on this. Like some guy, not Podesta. Podesta is the one that skinned children to make them terrified so he could get the most adrenaline in the adrenochrome.
What?
Yeah.
So you say that without a doubt, but it couldn't be a possibility that.
He also fucked the kid He also fucked a kid in the room next door to Anthony Bourdain, and Bourdain knew it, so they killed him. Keanu, we could do this shit all day because I read 2 things during the lockdown. Fucking the Epoch Times health section, which is amazing. Okay, which is why, to quote my boy, fucking I love Jesse James. Which is why I knew. Yeah, well, that's why queer-sitting. I'm queer-sitting right now, and Dandelion stuff. Like I did that, and I went down the deep dive on the Q shit.
Let's be honest, between the two, Jeffrey's Gurian looked like that's rude.
A pedophile, right? Pedophobe's afraid of children.
Jeffrey Gurian's a sweet man.
I think that's so fucking funny. So, again, it's all common sense. So everything you said, this is what they want us to do.
No,
they want us to lose our minds talking about this, so we don't pay attention to what's going on. And
you'll
lose
your mind. I think it's. I'm sorry. And
baby, don't be. Just put it. Here's.
But I think
if you put it on you first, then I'll know to even shut up sooner. But go on.
I think that your political biases cloud your judgment a little bit, and I'm sorry, but they do, because
Keanu, what have I said right now that's political? Keanu, what have I said right now that's I haven't said? I've asked questions. Tell me what I've just said that's politically biased. I said
we can't even care about this. Who cares?
No, I don't mean
because it. I'm sorry, but it is sort of damning. Not sort of
to who?
Elon Musk. I mean,
it's not, because you can't prove that.
You can't prove what? The emails that I want to party with ratioed women in St. Bart.
But didn't he deny it?
He denied it, and then they're like, "Here's the email."
And what did Keanu, honest God? And what did he say to that?
No, I don't know.
So is it? And didn't Mr. Faversham just say he wanted to go to St. Bart's?
Yeah, but what? But with he wanted a party with Tallulah, and then
who's Tallulah?
His ex-wife, and then Epstein said, "I think that actually." The ratio of women might make Tallulah a little uncomfortable. He said, "Don't worry, Tallulah's cool." What do you think that means?
But it means there's a lot. If I'm Elon Musk, here's what I think he thought it meant. But again, I don't know. Okay, so there's going to be a lot of hot chicks there. I won't bring my wife. She'll be uncomfortable. Right. Or I won't go because I can't bring my wife. I don't know, Keanu. But again, nowhere did he say.
Does not mean hot chicks. Ratio would is a word for what?
It means there's more fucking women than men, and that'll make his wife uncomfortable.
But he also said, I hated him. I never wanted to party with him. And actually, Epstein was like, I can't make it this time. Like, there's a bunch of it. It doesn't.
But none of that says he was fucking kids.
Underage girls?
None of that says he was fucking underage girls.
I'm sorry.
You're the biased one here. I'm like, I didn't say he did or didn't.
I'm telling you to look at it from a completely unbiased
Keanu, I am. I didn't say he didn't. I didn't say he did. I said, and you're proving it, and I'm sure you'll agree, this is what they want us to do.
But
they want us to sit here, you know what I mean? I'm doing Coco the Monkey Boy. Go on, babe.
But you don't think we should care?
No, Keanu, I think there's a lot of shit we need to care about right now, okay?
Like Fauci.
Yeah.
Okay.
Watch this.
He'll never get over
I wasn't
that,
going to say
but
that,
God
but sure.
forbid.
Yeah, Keanu, you ready for this? Yes. Watch this. Watch this. Do it again. I say I'll do it. There's a lot more shit we should care about. Say like who?
Like Fauci.
Fauci. And I mean it. Because, Keanu, you're proving my point. What do we know about the vaccine? That it was mandated, and now there's a black box warning. What do we know about the vaccine? You ready for this? That he said it was safe and effective, and now there's a black box warning on it saying it will kill people. What do we know about the vaccine? That Fauci shut down the country, and it fucking not only he said stay home. And what do we know? What do we know? What has been proven? That there's a rise in deaths and a rise in chronic disease. Why? Because the year and a half, 18 months that hospitals were not closed, but they had the fucking lockdown shit going on. They told you not to get preventative care. We know this.
How about this?
Watch this, and it's undisputed. So why aren't we putting? Thank you, baby. Why aren't we putting? Thank you. I did make it about Fauci. I love you.
Identical.
So, Keanu, am I wrong? So why aren't we investigating Fauci? Because we have to see if fucking what's his name on her party on St. Bart's with hookers or fucking Epstein Island with 9-year-olds. I know what I'd choose. You know what I mean? I know what Lou Monaco would choose if Fauci gave him his penicillin. Did you see that drop? Did you see that Bill Gates?
Yes.
And then I'll let you.
Yes. How about this? How about this? What if I saw that Dr. Fauci was in the emails? Then you would be like,
yeah, no.
We need to look at all.
Keanu, if Fauci's in the emails, you would need to take me to the ER because my heart would stop because I know he wouldn't go to jail. Trust me, he could be in the email saying, I was fucking an 8-year-old, but I didn't wear a condom, and I'm a doctor. And they'd be like, oh, Fauci, that guy.
So you care about the Bill Gates penicillin thing, right? With the Russian women or whatever.
No, Keanu, you ready for this? I don't care. I don't care because people that read that, if you believe it should further the fact that he's a fraud, that he's a fucking weasel that fucking tried to sneak his wife penicillin. And if you don't, I don't care. But I'm saying that's another thing in there that we can talk about.
Bob's here. Rumble rant.
Rumble rant.
Here you go.
What's that? Is it Bob again? Bob, no more rumble rants from you. Stop riding on, and no one even else has to rumble rant. Bob, I'm sending you $9 for gas money. Drive up here. I love Bob.
I love Bob. He sent booze.
Yeah, and he sent us booze.
I love you, Bob. Thank you.
You know what? I'm banning Bob. It's the only way to stop him.
No, don't ban Bob.
He's a piece of shit, honey. It's better you find. I love Bob Vandermeer.
I heard Bob was in the files.
I will say. Let me say this about Bob and Smartass Al's and Mr. White. They wrote half of Geno's picks for the Super Bowl. Me and Pete will back me up. We're doing I'm doing the locals yesterday. Just bullshitting. Bob, I don't even remember. I knew I'd forget it. I copy and pasted it into my work in progress. I'm not even telling you now. But they wrote jokes. They wrote a joke about the line being 4.5. And then I said, okay, the over-under's 45.5. Damn, if Smartass Al, he's like, I got you, Gene. I mean, literally in minutes. You guys are the fucking best.
Really quickly, can I read this? Because
Keanu, I forbid it.
Ashley shows up.
I love Ashley shows up.
I love you. Thank you. I'm just assuming they all went to the island and did horrible things, and I think that's a reasonable bet and probably correct. I'm almost there with you. Sorry.
Watch this. Put it back, and I'll add one more line. I guarantee you'll agree with it. I'm just assuming they all went to. Let me say it a different way. We might as well all just assume they all went to the island, did horrible things, and were probably correct, and no one will go to jail for it. There will never be a day where they stand in court and be like, Donald Trump, you were on Epstein Island, you're going to jail. Bill Clinton, you and your wife were on Epstein Island, you fuck kids, you're going to jail. Elon Musk, you partied with St. Bart's, then went to Epstein Island and ratioed an 8-year-old girl, you're going to jail. That will never happen. And I mean, Keanu, do you think it'll happen?
That's how it should be, but
Oh,
right.
you know who's
right.
things are
that's the fucking fucked up icky thing about politics. They all fucking take care of each other, and
yes,
it's creepy. So that's
Keanu,
why
if
I'm
things
not
were
political.
if things were how they should be, do me a favor. Tell me you'd be in jail right now.
You.
Fauci.
I know you wanted me to say Fauci. I know you wanted me to say Fauci.
He would be. But that's just it. No one goes to jail. And then
Pat Dixon.
Pat Dixon doesn't go to jail. And by the way, that's
Scoop.
And we're going to dabble in a little bit. And again, I'm going to prove it's not dabbling.
You have to read this.
Oh, of course.
Yeah.
Shout out Bob Fan and Patrice. If there was some pedo stuff between some underage girl and Elon in 2014, don't you think this girl would have gone public? He's worth $400 billion. Now, that's a great question as well. Here's why I don't think she would, though.
Not necessarily.
Because everyone is afraid to go public that was on Epstein Island. Who's the last girl that did? The first girl that came out, she got hit by a bus.
Yeah.
And when she got hit by a bus, I don't know why I can't, Holloway or something, someone put it in the chat. She got hit by a bus. She called 911. They're like, we can't come get you. She got herself to the hospital. She was in the hospital with simple injuries, and she died.
We also need to look up the significance, and I saw another thing about
this. Fun.
The significance of the word whoops. It's in there a lot, and it's always
whoa, stop it. Go on. Tell me more about this whoops.
It's in there a lot, and people
remember I said whoops after
whoops,
that.
Sorry, I spoke. Go ahead.
Remember we did a deep dive, and about a minute in, I went whoops.
That's a sex joke. It was more like
wait, talk to your brother-in-law if you don't understand how this works. Just remember where you are when I'm doing a dick joke. I'm not interrupting. I'm insane. Go on, Angel.
The significance of the whoops thing is like they're always discussing when somebody passes away. Like whoops.
Oh,
yeah.
Wait.
Right. So
wait, who's they? Like in the emails?
I am, and listen, it was very late last night when I was watching this, so I don't want to misspeak, but there's a lot of code words like whoops in there. So yes, it would make perfect. I mean, for Christ's sake. Does anyone think Epstein killed himself?
Yes.
Right?
They unalived themselves.
Right. So it would make perfect sense that women would be terrified for their families and themselves and not want to come out about that. Not only that, there's so much trauma to it. People oftentimes want to just let it go and not but Bob, we love you anyway.
Yes.
But he has a point. He has a point.
No.
Right. Yeah.
But do you understand? And that's just it. So do I agree with what he's saying? Well, not agree. Does what he's saying make sense? Does what he is saying make sense? Jesus Christ. Unlike my sentence structure. Yeah. But could you also not argue everything we just said? Yeah. Bob would agree with all of those fucking things. Sorry. Excuse me.
Let Bob rumble, damn it.
All right. All right. Since Orion's Dream sent me $5, Bob, you can send me money again.
I love Bob.
You can send me money again while I wait on the liquor you bought me and my wife. Why don't you like Bob?
I love Doodle. RFK Jr.'s first wife was a whoops. That's what it was referred. That was a.
Come on.
Yes. So it's like, I guess we have to tread.
Someone put a link to that in the chat. Oh, Studs. Hold on. Studs McCorney is here. What does he have to say? Hey, Studs. I was on the island, but just handed out condoms and got right back on the jet. Leave me out of it. Peter, you in here? Did Pete get any money for that, Studs McCorney? They love your brother-in-law as much as me. I can't stand it. I cannot stand it. Yeah. A lot of people oh, please. And it gets, let me ask you this, Keanu. Of all the people that you think, if anyone went to jail, would be the easiest to put in jail, who do you think it would be from your, and I'm not trying to stump you up. Maybe you're like, no. Who?
Fauci.
No, with Epstein Island, but thank you. I love you. No. Go on.
Who would be the
Virginia Giuffre committed suicide. Thank you, EK Legend. She was the one. She was the one in the picture with Prince Andrew. Is that the right guy? I always get the name wrong. Whatever. I don't know the royal family. Thank God. That's gay bait.
Dude, they didn't use condoms.
Yeah, they didn't use condoms. Yeah, you can't get a 9-year-old pregnant usually. That with the Clintons. There is no doubt. The Clintons are the dirtiest people in Washington. Okay. They if you've ever seen, just Google the list of people that the Clintons knew that all killed themselves. One guy killed himself by running into a park screaming, running into the woods screaming. That's how he killed himself. Are you insane? So again, they're all fucking dirty. They don't go to jail. And this is the one thing. I shouldn't say one thing. This is the top thing that makes me always say fucking yeah, I believe Trump, because Trump is not a politician. Okay. Trump's not a politician. And the reason, and I love that Trump, like, it's that Nietzschean thing, the will to power, where you want to impose your soul on someone else. And if you don't get how everyone on the left curses now, and they sound terrible at it. If you saw Ilhan Omar, which again, Ilhan Omar, that was staged, in my opinion. You cannot convince me otherwise, not even in the news cycle anymore. On either side, no one's saying this bitch is lying, and no one's saying that dude should go to jail for attacking Saint Ilhan. No one is. No one is. That's why they need this, because what's really going on, people, is, I'll say it again, when you let tens of millions of illegal immigrants into the country, and Donald Trump, Keanu, of Donald Trump, George Bush, and actually of Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and maybe of Barack Obama, Joe Biden, and Donald Trump, who deported the least illegal immigrants, Keanu?
Oh, I have no idea.
Donald Trump.
Oh, well.
Also,
on my face.
It's not on your face, but that's just it.
No, I meant something else. I think I've said it before. I'm like, you never hear about maybe being in the Epstein files. George Bush.
Yeah,
too.
And the email said he fucked a kid while people ate, not just a baby, cut a baby open and ate the feces from his intestines, from the baby's intestines. Okay. So if you don't see, it's a circus. And it's like, and of course, AI. Did you see the AI picture that came out of Jeffrey Epstein holding, and it's Epstein, Gates, I think, who's the other guy that hated him? I guess it's Soros. I don't know who the other guy was. And you ready? And a 9 or 10-year-old, you can't make this up, Zohan Mamdani. What is fucking, what's his name call him? Ruben calls him Moron Zamboni, which I love. They have an 8-year-old Mamdani kid there, and they're like, look, he was on the island. His ass would be bleeding if that was a real picture, because he was a good-looking kid.
Now use your judgment here. Doodle DM this to me, and it's
yes, Doodle. I love Doodle.
This happens it happens quite often in the file from what I've seen. Look at this, Geno.
Please, thank you, baby. Thank you, Doodle.
The thing is, it says this. Okay.
Boostalo. Mamdani is better than Geno. What a dick. I love that guy, by the way.
Dubin. Mary Kennedy found dead in her backyard. Epstein. Whoops.
Wait, hold on. Wait, all I see is Mary Kennedy found dead in her backyard. Where's the whoops? I know it's there. I just don't see it. Do you page down?
Right. No.
Oh, geez. The header is whoops.
Whoops. Mary Kennedy found dead in her backyard. Sever's BlackBerry. Whoops. This happens over and over again. Mary Kennedy was former wife of RFK Jr., who died of suicide hanging in the barn. But there were details about how she died that caused suspicion. Apparently, there were bruises on her fingers. She was hanging, but it's very uncommon to have your hands still in the noose, too. I heard that, too.
No, it's not uncommon. It's very common to have your hands in the noose if someone is hanging you. Yeah, right. I mean,
whoops.
Whoops. I can't wait till I'm going to be vulgar. I can't wait till we have sex again and I come far too quickly. I'm going to yell whoops.
That is vulgar.
I'm sorry. But again, I believe a lot of people believe, and it makes sense, that he is a Mossad or whatever. He's a spy. He's an operative. He's literally the guy that fucking got people photographed with children, got them photographed with children so they could fucking do their bidding. Like the whole thing, it's just overwhelming. And when you look at it that way, you're like, what's the point? It just underscores that we are fucking being ruled by, ruled.
I'll get it. I have to pee.
Okay. It just underscores the fact that we're being ruled by fucking the cabal or the deep state and all this stuff. And watch this. My wife will leave right when I'm going to shit on fucking Trump's fucking girl, Pam Bondi. Just send someone to jail and you're going to need ID. And my brother always and my brother's right. I mean, he says it perfectly. He's like, the president can't put people in jail, Geno. He can fucking, do Again, watch the show Friday with bonus loads, 3:30 now. We're slowly easing it back to 4, then maybe 5. But what? Because he uses all the words and stuff. But the president can, indict people. He can get people indicted or whatever. I'm probably getting this wrong, but he can't put them in jail. So why isn't Pam Bondi putting these people in jail? Because no one fucking goes to jail. No one does. And it's depressing and disturbing and infuriating. But when I see what I was just shown here, let me see if I can bring it back up. A little email that says, whoops. Like, watch this. There are different ways. There are different ways to read each of these fucking, emails. So when I see the email that says George Bush fucked a kid, and while this was going on, they were dismembering a baby, cutting open his intestines and eating his feces. Hold on one sec, young man. My wife is coming. That's gross. So when you look at the email that says George Bush fucked a kid while people ate babies' shit, literally, you're like, sure. When you read the email that says, oh my God, here's the code for everything. Pizza equals child, hot dog equals boy, ice cream equals girl. You're like, yeah, see. I wonder if this is real or they just put it in. When you see an email that says Mary Kennedy died, whoops, you're like, yeah. What do you get when Virginia Joffrey, thank you, EK, for giving me that, and I can look like I know. When you see that she died, you're just like, yeah. No, I'm not. I'm talking to myself, sir. I asked for an Asian hooker, and they sent me this broad, so now I got to get her drunk. My wife she goes, he kind of laughed. I'm not paying you to talk, sweetie. Bob's like, oh, it's the best. Right now, Bob's going, that's the best money I ever spent. That's the best money I ever spent. Oh, good Lord. Where was I? So, yeah. So when you read these different types of emails, there's different levels of, but this is the one where you read, yeah. And that's what they want us to do. They want us to read all these emails and believe all this shit and then have people like my wife say like, well, I think Elon Musk maybe did, but I don't think he did. My wife seems to think he did. Neither of us are. What's that? He did. Watch this. My wife says Elon Musk fucked kids, hun. Right. Exactly. My wife isn't even sure of what he did, but she knows it was suspicious. Is that fair?
About partying.
So what? You're allowed to party.
Why deny that you even knew the man at all?
Keanu, great question. Because watch this, Keanu. Here's why. Because you knew the man and you're like, fuck, I don't want people to know. Or because you didn't know the man. Keanu, watch this. I'm denying when Chad said I called him drunk and told him I was the mole. Now, am I denying it because I don't want people to know I did that? Or am I denying it because it's a bold-faced lie?
Well, right, but you can't lie about
What did Bob send? An airport bottle? Bob, you sent an airport bottle?
I was going to give you a shot.
Watch this.
Ungrateful.
Why isn't this? My wife is a saint. Sometimes I think my brother watches this and just looks at it and goes, my brother's like this. No, Keanu. Nope. Nope, Keanu. Keanu. Hey, you know, to quote my brother and me, we always say, you know what you did. So as I was saying, like, okay, Keanu, so we're both right. If what they're saying about Elon is a bald-faced lie, it's like, no, I didn't. And if what they're saying about Elon is true, he's going to be like, no, I didn't.
That's not what they're saying.
Let me see that. Let's give props to Bob. Hand me that. Come toast. You're on screen. Why can't you toast on screen?
I just want to go back to my desk.
Come here. Nope. Kiss. Chendon. Thank you, Bob.
Thank you, Bob.
You know, Bob, I like it. I'm gonna let you send more Rumble rants. Stop it. Bob, thank you for the $50 Rumble rant. And by the way, I'm getting so fucked still on, I don't know what's going on with YouTube, But again, if you're enjoying this on YouTube, my Venmo is in there, whatever. I think I pinned it. I don't fucking know. But if you're enjoying it on YouTube, feel free to Venmo or PayPal, or don't. And if Bob Venmos me $5 as a joke, I'll punch him in the face. I will take my car, which is insured now, get it inspected, which it still isn't.
That actually sounds interesting.
So is it bad when I say I like to put my hot sauce on vanilla ice cream? I'll try that. By the way, shout out to JJ who sent me habanero hot sauce, and he sent it to Loads, who will watch this cross promotion. I think Keanu's coming. I'm going to watch the Super Bowl. We're going to go watch it with Loads.
You mean the Green Day concert?
Yes, and me and Pete are not going to stream the Super Bowl. No, I'm going to sit there and enjoy the game. But we're going to do a halftime show and a wrap-up show. Okay, and maybe we'll have Keanu do a pregame show for Green Day.
Yeah,
that could be fun. I love just volunteering my brother's house for shit. And by the way, I'm going to raise a glass to, I wish I hadn't thought of it, to Chloe, my brother's dog.
Oh.
That's a fucking shit. 17 years old. So as I was saying, Joey Dago. Joey Dago? No one asked you for money, Joey. You owe me. I got out and stood my car today. And Joey Dago, I don't even understand. Like, I was texting with Joey Dago last night, and then I passed out. But getting back to all this, and thank you, Keanu. This is a perfect jumping off point. We could talk about it all day, and I'll be glad to. But it's exactly what Keanu said. The way Jeffrey, I don't care about the news. The way fucking Elon Musk denies it, Keanu's like he did it. He's denying it. The way Elon Musk, but the other way you could look at it, I'm not saying I don't care about the Elon Musk thing. I don't think he fucked kids. I don't. I think he's too busy inventing rockets and making Tesla and shit.
Okay.
But again, Keanu, I'm not like, you don't fuck kids. I'm like, I think we all have degrees of people in this that were like, it's a Bugs Bunny. Yeah. Hey, grandma, big eyes. It's like, if they're not going after the Clintons, like they had pictures of Bill Clinton in a hot tub. Hillary Clinton destroyed thousands upon thousands of emails. Okay? But Keanu, well, he wanted to party at St. Bart's. Am I saying, shut up, Keanu, you're stupid? I'm like, Keanu, I can't even, that's so far down on my list. Is that fair?
Okay. But we'll use your rationality.
I don't know. I can't hear you if you're not on screen.
Use your rationality.
No, my wife just put it on me.
No.
My wife just told me to use my rationale. I'm very rational.
Okay.
You're fired again.
You think that he? Okay. First of all,
He
he denies even like he's like I don't know. I'm Elon Musk. I build rockets. I don't even know Epstein. Then there's like a bunch of emails between the two, and he's like, I am not looking for a relaxing time. I want to be at your wildest party. What do you think Epstein's wildest party would have been?
What year was the email? Watch this. What year was the email? Because again,
we'll have to look it up.
Yeah, if it's 2000, I'm sure it's like because if it's 2003,
an underage kid fucker forever.
So Keanu, this is why